What if I told you that right now, today, you could borrow $50,000 from a bank and pay $0 in interest? Not a loan, not a scam, not some loophole that gets you in trouble. A completely legal, fully documented financial strategy that major corporations and wealthy entrepreneurs have been using for decades. And the bank, they're perfectly fine with it.
In fact, they're the ones offering it to you. You just never knew how to ask. My name is Warren, and 6 months ago, I had no business credit, no LLC, and no idea this strategy existed. Today, I'm sitting on a $50,000 interest-free business line of credit. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. But first, I need to tell you something that's going to make you genuinely angry.
Because this strategy, it's been sitting in plain sight the entire time. And the reason nobody taught you about it is not an accident.
Let's start with the question nobody asks. Why do banks offer 0% APR promotional periods on business credit cards? Think about it. Banks exist to make money. So why would they hand you $50,000 and charge you nothing? Here's the answer. And this is the first thing they don't want you to understand. Banks bet that you won't pay it back in time.
They offer 0% for 12 to 18 months. They count on human psychology, procrastination, forgetfulness, lifestyle inflation, to make sure you're still carrying that balance when the promotional period ends. And the moment it ends, the interest rate jumps to 24, 26, sometimes 29%. That's not a financial product. That's a trap with a welcome mat. But here's the open loop I need you to hold in your mind.
What happens when someone walks into that trap fully prepared to walk straight back out? We'll get there. Stay with me. Because first, you need to understand why business credit is the key and not personal credit. Business credit cards operate on a completely separate reporting system from your personal credit. When you open a business credit card under your LLC, the balance does not appear on your personal credit report.
Your personal credit score, untouched. Your personal debt-to-income ratio, untouched. Your ability to qualify for a mortgage, a car loan, a personal line of credit, completely unaffected. You are essentially running a parallel financial identity, one that the personal credit bureaus cannot see. Now, here's where it gets dangerous, in the best possible way. Business credit cards like Chase Ink, American Express Business Gold, and Capital One Spark regularly offer 0% APR introductory periods ranging from 12 to 18 months. Chase Ink Business Cash, 0% for 12 months. Credit limits up to $25,000. American Express Blue Business Cash, 0% for 12 months. No preset spending limit on select products. Bank of America Business Advantage, 0% for 9 months, up to $25,000. Stack 2 of these cards strategically, and you are looking at $40,000 to $50,000 in interest-free capital. Available to you right now, legally, with the bank's full blessing. But here's what nobody tells you about the stacking strategy. Timing is everything. And this is the part that separates the people who use this system successfully from the people who get burned by it. Are you ready? Because this is the blueprint. If you apply for both cards in the same week, both hard inquiries hit simultaneously. Your score takes a double dip, and issuers may flag you as credit hungry and reduce your limits. But if you space them 90 days apart, each application processes independently. Your score recovers between applications, and each issuer sees a clean, low-risk profile, 90 days. That single decision is the difference between $25,000 and $50,000. Now, here's the open loop I promised you earlier. What happens when someone walks into a 0% trap fully prepared? They take the $50,000. They park it in a high-yield savings account, currently paying 4.5% to 5% annually. On $50,000, that's $2,500 in interest earned, just sitting there. Then, before the promotional period ends, they pay back every dollar. They pocket the $2,500, the bank gets nothing. That's not a trick. That is arbitrage, the same strategy hedge funds use, available to anyone with an LLC and the discipline to execute. But discipline is the operating word. because the strategy fails the moment you dip into that capital for lifestyle expenses.
The $50,000 is not spending money. It is working capital. It has a job, and its job is to sit in that high-yield account, earn interest, and come back home before the clock runs out.
So here is the exact execution plan. 5 steps. No fluff. Step 1. Form your LLC. In most states, under $200. Do it this week. Step 2. Open a business checking account. You need a business banking relationship before issuers will take your application seriously. Step 3. Build 3 Net30 vendor accounts. Uline, Quill, Granger. Pay them on time for 90 days. This builds your Paydex score to 80 or above. Step 4. Apply for your first 0% APR business credit card. Chase Inc. Business Cash is the entry point. $0 annual fee, 0% for 12 months, up to $25,000.
Step 5. 90 days later, apply for your second card, American Express Blue Business Cash. Stack the limits. Park the capital in a high-yield savings account. Set a calendar reminder for 30 days before the promotional period ends. Pay it back, pocket the interest, the bank earns nothing. That is the system. Now, I want to be direct with you. This strategy requires discipline. It requires a calendar. It requires that you treat this capital as a tool, not a reward. But if you can do that, you just learned how to borrow money for free and get paid to do it.
Warren didn't inherit this knowledge. He found it, tested it, and it worked. And if you want the next piece of this system, how to use that $50,000 in working capital to build a business credit profile worth $250,000, then subscribe right now, because that video is coming and it will change how you think about money forever. This is not personal finance. This is financial warfare. And now you're armed.